Hello and welcome to Next Level Broadcasting's very own production of high school football. It is Christian Swinsicki and Burr from Elk Rapids here as we are getting ready for kickoff. This is the pregame show as we have the players getting ready to come through the banner. A high school tradition that gets the crowd fired up and the players fired up as the school fight song is underway. It is Elk Rapids taking on Tawas. Man, oh man, we have a good one here in store today as the visiting team, boy, oh boy, they have a lot to come in and kind of wow the crowd here as they have one win, trying to double up their win total for the season and come in and leave this place with two here in Elk Rapids, as Elk Rapids comes in today with 2 wins, trying to make the most of the second half as it is homecoming night, and we are getting ready for the national anthem here. Kickoff is set for about 2 minutes away here as, man, it's a pretty good crowd here in Elk Rapids today as the band continues. Later this evening, I am expected to be joined by a very special guest as we are getting ready for kickoff. We will be right back. We are going to hit commercial and be right back after this.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws,
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
and of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown cherry capital airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto Owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
And we are back in Elk Rapids. Christian Swinsicki, Liberty Provost, special guest here in the booth, middle school head coach for Elk Rapids football, and he's here to provide us some color commentary for today. Liberty, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. We had a great practice tonight, and weather cleared up, so looking forward to a good football game.
And that indeed it is. You know, a couple of teams who are looking to make a statement here at the back half of the season. Tawas coming in here with 1 win. Elk Rapids enters tonight with 2. I mean, Liberty, what are some key points that maybe you're looking to emphasize tonight?
Well, I'm sure both teams are looking to kind of put it all together tonight. You know, like you said, the season's kind of on the back half, kind of wrapping up. You don't have that many more chances to really put your best effort out there. So this is this is a great opportunity for both teams to showcase what they've been working on the last couple months.
And with homecoming week being this week, it's certainly a lot of isn't homecoming week, right?
We beat Mansalona on homecoming night.
Sorry, I thought I had my information. I thought Shane had told me I'm gonna name drop him here in this on the way in. He's like, yeah, homecoming week. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. So no, I apologize for that, but I do know it is Military and First Responder Appreciation Night, though.
Absolutely, both teams going through the line, shaking hands with a bunch of important folks out here.
Yeah, and they read a beautiful letter beforehand, and I was told that they had asked me to read this also on air. So, for Military and First Responder Appreciation, good evening, everyone. It's an honor and a privilege to welcome you to our Appreciation Night dedicated to recognizing the incredible individuals who dedicate their lives to protecting and serving our community and country. Tonight, we extend our deepest gratitude to our first responders and military personnel whose unwavering courage, sacrifice, and commitment ensure our safety and freedom. This is all 100% true. We appreciate them. Tonight, as we prepare to play this high school football game, we are particularly mindful of the vital contributions of these brave men and women. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and show your appreciation to these brave men and women whose actions help to keep us safe from danger and allow us to enjoy the freedoms that we have. Liberty, that's something that's been hitting especially kind of hard in Michigan these last few weeks. So we have a big, every day, 365 days a year, we appreciate those first responders. But today, more so than ever, it is their night.
Yeah, I noticed one of our middle school coaches, Chris White, in the line there. He must be a first responder trained up. Happy to see him out there.
As Elk Rapids is set to receive the first kick. Tawas with an interesting formation here.
Double bunch.
Kick is away.
Yeah, kind of a pooch. Opening squib.
Recovered there. If he had let that go, it would have put him at the 40.
Correct.
However, maybe, he heard the footsteps coming, and that maybe that ball was going to stop right before the down line. However, nonetheless, good starting position.
Absolutely. Probably a good decision on Henry's part at the end of the day to cover it. I mean, yes, you lose 5 yards, but at the same time, you secure the ball, and that's job number one on kick return.
Exactly, and making sure that you even get the offense out there. So, 1st and 10 from the 35. Elk Rapids down in the All Blacks. Be handoff to the right. Little slippery out there, had a slide, and that's going to be a gain of about 9. Number 23 on the carry.
Mason Cannon, good to see him healthy again. I know he was down a couple games, but he's back on the field and ready to stomp around.
And good little run there on the opening play of the game. It was raining on my drive up here, Liberty. I imagine that's going to make conditions out there a little slick. If it was not just slick for me, the players also might feel it a little too.
Yep, we just wrapped up practice, and it was a little wet.
Cannon again to the left. Shucking and jiving and gets a first down.
Nice piece of running there. Not a whole lot of a hole, but he managed to get the yardage he needed and get him a fresh set, so that was great.
Fresh set of downs here on this opening drive. Good few opening plays here from the Elks. Cannon kind of doing the work here early. Tawas looking to maybe have a stand here on the defensive side of the ball. We'll see how the Elks move forward.
Ooh, I think they got him.
Yep. Tawas, little anxious to start it off. They've had, like we have mentioned, a rough go about it.
Yep, the snap count is so important. I mean, it seems like a little thing, but man, if an offense can go on a couple different counts, it's just puts the defense on their heels right from the get.
Tawas' lone win comes in week 2. Elk Rapids here. Another handoff to the right. Gain of about 20. He's gone. Pushed out of bounds at about the 12. That for number 12.
Braden Flutie.
Braden Flutie taking his own run and kind of going for about 35 yards, 40 yards there. Pushed out it. We'll see where they spot it, but it looked to me about the 12 scoreboard says 16.
Huh. Yeah, that looks like an interesting spot.
Yeah.
Thought he made it to the 10 at least.
That's with the way my eyes had seen it also. However, the refs are down there. They have a closer perspective of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Flutie getting another handoff to the left. He's juking.
Good cut.
Gets a gain of about 9, maybe 8.
Yeah, it seems like moving Flutie to more of a ball-carrying receiver type off the quarterback has given them another weapon. So that's nice adjustment for the Elks these last couple weeks. Tawas looks to be in a 3-3 type of defense. Couple wide edge guys.
Second down. The right, number 12 again, Flutie. He goes back across the field.
Picking up a couple blockers. Uh-oh.
Flutie down at about the 1, but like that sucking through the teeth Liberty just made, that was because of the laundry left on the field.
Yeah, I think that one's coming back. We talked about it a little bit 2 weeks ago, but man, when you have a play designed to head one way and then something happens and that runner cuts it back, obviously you can get a big play out of it, but man, is it hard on your blockers to stay with their blocks when they're expecting you to go one way and you cut it back. It's a challenge.
And a challenge that is, because it's going to push him back, and what would have been a first down and maybe a touchdown wipes away those points. And for Elk Rapids, trying to make a statement early, that's going to hurt. Man in motion. Going to be a sweep to the right. Number 8, Keegan Keel to the outside. Gets it to about, I would say, the 5-yard line, 4-yard line, but there's more laundry on the field.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Holding a call. Holding again. Gonna push them back 10 yards. Makes it 2nd and 24 for the Elks. After a good couple of plays wiped away by penalties. Tall task here for Elk Rapids. 2nd down.
Yep, still got 3 cracks at it, so you don't have to get it all back in one piece.
You just need really a play to kind of just get some yards here, right, Liberty?
Yep, looks like they're in shotgun, mixing it up a little bit.
It's going to be a handoff to the left. That's to Flutie again. Not as much success as he had in his earlier runs. Maybe a gain of 4. Makes it third and long.
So defensively in this situation, you want to make sure that you don't take a flag here, because that could be an automatic first down, and really you have them where you want them. So kind of got to play extra clean defensively and just try to get him on the ground.
And offensively, like you said, you have a couple more cracks at this. I mean, you can go for it on 4th down. It's not the worst thing.
For sure. I mean, there's no way they're punting. They're not going to kick a field goal, so this is really 4-down territory here.
Going to be a jet sweep again to the right. That's to Keel again, who bounces off a man, gets close to the first down marker.
Going to be about 4th and 3 when everything sorts out. Maybe call it 4th and 4.
Well, here we go. 4th and 4th and 5, according to the PA announcer. You kept getting close, Liberty.
I'm sticking with 4th and 4.
Hey, they've had some questionable lies here to start this, but however, nonetheless, 4th and 5 to the right. That's Flutie.
Oh,
Flutie juking. Flutie to the end zone. Touchdown, Elks.
There you go. They had the edge pinned up, so he cut it back and made a decisive upfield cut. Found the end zone. That's what the Elks needed. Nice opening drive. Overcame a couple penalties and still punched it in. That's gotta get the team hyped up.
Yeah, and off the bat, good couple of plays on the ground. I mean, what is your takeaway from that, Liberty? You know, not much in the air, but you don't need to do it in the air when it's working on the ground.
Absolutely. I mean, if you can get there on the ground, that's the safer way to do it.
Extra point attempt comes with some laundry.
Looks like Tawas lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, dead ball foul, as the PA announcer says, and it's going to be offsides on Tawas and
half the distance to the goal line. So
changes things a little bit.
Yep, looks like they're going to take out the kick unit and go for 2.
It's amazing the difference a couple of yards makes in these instances.
Really is. Really is. Getting 3 yards is, if you can believe it, almost twice as hard as getting 1.5 yards.
Here we go. 2-point conversion right here. Flutie to the left. He had the touchdown.
Yep.
He has the 2-point conversion. 2 points here. And the Elks are up early. 8-0 here from Elk Rapids. Christian Swinsicki, Liberty Provost on the call. This is Next Level Broadcasting. We will be right back after this.
Hey,
Hi, it's
Dad.
Kevin
Brought
Klein
you
from
some
TVC
popcorn.
Airport.
You should
We're proud to
relax.
help keep you
You
connected
worked
to
so
high school
hard for
sports in
us.
Northern Michigan.
What happened?
So you can stay in the game
It's
all season
a
long with
little
TVC,
fender
your Northern
bender,
Michigan
but
connection.
Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Stand by. And we are back here in Elk Rapids. Elks up 8-0 after their opening drive. Man, it took a little bit there at the end, Liberty. I mean, they were looking at 3rd and 22 at one point.
Yup.
And then a sensational run there from Keegan Keel on the jet sweep that gets them to 4th and 5, and then Flutie runs it in for a touchdown from that far. I mean, Elks off to a good start here on offense. Let's see how they can follow it up on defense.
Squib kick. Back to the deep man. Uh-oh.
Ooh, gets past the man. That was number 4 for Tawas. Alex Bell couldn't quite wrangle it in. As our first look here at Tawas on offense.
That was a well-executed squib kick right there. Those are not the easiest things to pull off sometimes.
No, and it pins Tawas back deep on their own 10, 11-yard line. Shotgun formation, spread set. It's going to be a sweep to the left there. That's to Alex Bell again. Wet conditions, he lost his footing, but a man was in pursuit behind the line of scrimmage, makes it 2nd and long. As
good home crowd here tonight. Got the full marching band in the stands.
yeah, on military and first responder appreciation night here. A lot of necessary people in this area as High pass goes over the head of the intended receiver, and that was number 20 on the attempt. Carson Selman couldn't quite wrangle in the pass. Makes it 3rd and long. Elks looking to force a 3-and-out deep in Tawas territory and get the ball back in what they would presume, decent field position.
Oh, absolutely. If they get a stop here, I mean, they're going to start inside their own 50. Oh, boy.
Man, a little bit of movement on the defensive side. I think we might see the offense move up about 5 yards for encroachment there.
Yep, those snap counts, I'm telling you.
That was Flutie there, the guilty party.
And you would think that it would be easy to go on 1 or 2 or set or whatever you'd like to go on, but for whatever reason, the kids get into the habit of going on 1, and then to switch it up is challenging, and we spend a lot of time on that at practice.
It's going to be a pass. Rolling to his left.
Ooh, gross.
Was Aiden Smith, and Aiden Smith got hit. Ball went up in the air, and that was almost a fumble and returned. However, heads-up play from Jeffrey Rollo, the freshman lineman.
Yup. So if that ball hadn't gotten touched by an Elks defender, that would have been an illegal receiver call. But since it was touched, the lineman can then catch it and make a play if he needs to.
Thank you there for the ruling. Coach's 4th and long punt.
Ugh.
Goes high, and it doesn't get them a first down.
Ended up being about a 4-yard punt with the roll.
Is it windy?
Not really.
Not too much of a breeze. It was a high punt that had a lot of backspin. Almost good enough for the Elks to kind of they have 1 first down before they have a 1st and goal.
This is a
prime position, yeah.
Yeah, dream start for Elk Rapids. Nice opening drive, ran some plays, got a stop, got some pressure on the punter, great field position.
Jet sweep again, up the middle, as the man to have the snap was Ollie Trammell there. He took the snap from shotgun there, and he sweeped it.
Couldn't pick the number up on the ball carrier.
No, I think that was in Keel again, wasn't it?
I think it probably was. I think it was Keegan Keel.
He's had a couple of big plays with those sweeps already. Actually, that's number 5 out in the top. Trey Dennis.
Yup.
Going to be a handoff again. That's number 33.
Yeah, faked the jet sweep there and then gave it to Mason.
Oh, ball's
Cannon.
out. Not sure what happened there. I'm not hearing any whistles, but referees are signaling down.
Correct. His forward progress was certainly stopped before that ball came out.
However, we have an Elk slow to get up. And with that,
it's Mason again.
Mason Cannon is down, and he was actually the ball carrier. I just said 23. However, that was 33. I meant 23. However, it was 23. We're going to let Cannon get off the field here. We'll be right.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Cannon was able to get off the field under his own power here. 3rd down for the Elks with 4 to go in the first. It's going to be a rollout to the right. Ooh. Trammell throws it. He's got a man. That's number 34. Touchdown, Brody Turner.
Wow, pretty play.
Yeah, play action. Trammell to Turner for an easy 6.
Yeah, he had a couple open receivers there, but he did take some edge pressure. He had to get light and avoid the D end, and then he still had the composure to get off a good pass. So nice play, Mr. Trammell.
14-0 right now. Elks in solid control here in the first with 4.5 to go as they get ready for the extra point. Trammell, the holder. Kick is up, and it's blocked. Jacob Moore unable to convert, and that we're going to keep the score 14-0. Elks are up here from Elk Rapids. Christian Swinsicki, Liberty Provost. This is Next Level Broadcast, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
And we are back here live from Elk Rapids. Christian Swinsicki, Liberty Provost. The Elks up 14-0 on Tawas. As we get set for kickoff, Jake Moore set to boot it deep. Another squib kick here. He had good positioning on the last squib kick. This one's fielded at about the 20. However, that's Bell on the return. Gets it out to about the 30-yard line. Sets up Tawas with a decent starting position. Their best of the night so far.
Yep, a lot more comfortable running plays from the 30 than from your own 10. Yeah, you're not dealing with the shadow of your own goalpost here as the lights start to get brighter here. Pretty night.
Very gorgeous night up here in northern Michigan.
Got twins left.
And in motion there. That's number 20 for Tawas. However, it's going to be a handoff. Steven Yarema, he's got enough for a gain of about 8. Good start there for Tawas on this is their second drive. Tawas will receive the second half kickoff as they look to double up their win column on the season. They come in here tonight with 1 win. Snap again. That's to Aiden Smith, the quarterback. He kept it on a zone, and it looks like they're going to move those chains.
Yep. More important than anything for Tawas right now, probably, if I was their coach, would be to settle down, get into the rhythm of our offense, try to run a few clean plays, and pick up a first down. I mean,
execution, really.
Execution. You can't get looking at the scoreboard, we got to score, we got to score. There's a ton of time left. What you got to do is get into your base offense and just start running some clean plays.
Smith. Lone man in the backfield. He pitches. That's to Bell again. He tries weaving through traffic, but it gets brought down for loss of maybe 2.
Slow developing sweep there.
Yeah, that didn't. That looked like they needed a little bit more energy in that movement there. Bell just couldn't quite find the outside hole and got stuck in traffic. That's something on those sweeps. You know, the runner, he has to have a little more pep in the step when he gets that ball, and he's got to take that edge with some speed, right?
Absolutely, and when you do that wide motion behind the quarterback, I mean, he's already 6 yards deep.
RPO here. Smith over the middle to Selman. He's got enough for what is going to be 3rd and short.
Yep.
However, good gain of about 10, maybe 11 there from Tawas.
Yeah, those little quick hitter passes, right? Right after the snap, so hard to defend.
Tawas Tawas. They have their lone win came against Erie Mason. It was 44-14 as this third and short doesn't net much.
But it picks up the first.
But as coach says, first down and executing the offense.
Yeah, nothing's coming easy. The Elks are playing disciplined defense. And you got to expect that, but still, you run your plays, you hope to get, we're always shooting for 4 yards of play. If we can get 4 yards of play, we're picking up first downs.
Well, that's going to be Bell again. He's got a lane up the middle, enough for another first down, and that was a big lane up the middle for the small gadget wide receiver. Bell coming in from that slot position and taking kind of a handoff back up to the middle. A little bit of trickery there, deception, but it's good enough for a Braves first down. And the Elks are kind of on the back pedal right now, but as we get closer to the end zone here, things get a little tighter.
Oh, yeah. And I think the Elks are playing good defense. They're disciplined. Tawas is a varsity team. They're gonna make some plays here and there. So if the Elks can keep tackling well, Tawas has still got a good way to go before they punch it in.
Handoff back to the left. That's to 5 for the Braves. Andy Oliver. Little reminder for those of you at home, in about 40 minutes, the Tigers' first pitch.
Big game.
Big game against the Mariners tonight.
I watched a lot of that Dodgers-Phillies game last night. That was, pressure cooker.
Exciting game, exciting series those two have. A lot of heavy hitters, a lot of future probably Hall of Famers in that series.
Sure.
As it is second and long here in Elk Rapids. RPO over the middle again, and man, that RPO connection, it looks as though it's an RPO. Aiden Smith to Carson Selman there.
Yep. Tackled by Darren, I believe.
It's going to make it third and long here. However, that's going to be the end of the first. Elks up 14-0 here in Elk Rapids. Christian Swinsicki, Liberty Provost, Burr on the camera. We'll be right back with second quarter action here from Elk Rapids. This is Next Level Broadcast, and we'll be right back.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
We are back live here in Elk Rapids for second quarter action. To go to the right. But as Liberty said, nothing doing.
4th and 5 coming up for Tawas. This is a big play in the first half.
As coach says, they're looking to put points on the board, and I know you were saying earlier you're looking to execute offense all the time in the world left to put points up, but you go down 3 scores here before the half, things get, the feet start getting a little hotter.
Absolutely.
The Braves setting up for 4th and medium. Bell in motion. Smith rolls out, almost intercepted by Flutie. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Elks take over on the 39-yard line, I would say. 35? 35-yard line, yeah.
I like that rollout, but Man, if you want to roll the quarterback, you have to contain that defensive end. Like, our end just came up so hot, he really didn't have a chance to get that off.
The rollout was, like you said, a good option there, as earlier Ollie Trammell had a rollout of the play action to Brody Turner, and that was a well-executed play for the Elks' second touchdown as they look to expand their lead. Start of the second. Trammell hands off up the middle for a small gain. We'll call it maybe 2.
Oh, good. Mason Cannon's back in.
Yeah, that is good. And, you know, with young athletes, I think one of the things that I predicate, that I like to emphasize is the health. You know, you never want to see the young athletes get hurt or in any way, because at the end of the day, they still have a life to live and school to go to.
100%.
And the whole future ahead is Trammell. Fumble on the handoff there. Flutie couldn't quite wrangle it in, but he was able to recover. That's going to make it 3rd and long. Wet ball, wet ground. All that playing a factor in that one.
It would certainly be a victory for Tawas to get a 3-and-out for the first time this game.
Absolutely, and with this type of field position, I would imagine Elk Rapids punting if they don't convert. 3rd and long, Trammell.
Let's see if Elk Rapids puts on a 2-count or anything here. Try to get 5 free yards. Nope.
Flutie in motion. Looking to throw, and he's got a man on the outside. However, it's going to be short of the sticks. Trey Dennis unable to convert on 3rd, and it's going to make it 4th and short.
Yeah, 4th and 3 or so. Let's see. We got Trammell out there.
Hunter Carlisle also out there.
Looks like we got the punt team out here.
Carlisle back deep, and
got a late sub coming on.
That's Colin McCormick coming on late.
Special teams, man. Special teams. Wow, nobody back for Tawas. Interesting.
That's going to be a good punt there from Connor Carlisle. Down at about the 24-yard line. We're going to keep it here. Your home gutters are always there when you need them to be, and so is our good friend Orion Beningo, and that's why he started Professional Seamless Gutters. Professional Seamless Gutters offers fast and experienced service and real-time quotes. But wait, Liberty, there's more. They will actually answer your phone call. That's Professional Seamless Gutters at 989-619-3407. And tell them Next Level Broadcasting sent you. The Braves looking to put points up on the board here as they've had their first successful defensive stand. Now they're looking to have their first successful offensive drive. A couple of misfires in their first drive and a stalled out second drive leads them to a handoff here. And a big hit up the middle.
Brody Turner laying the wood.
And Steven Urema getting hit right up the middle.
Brody is a big kid for a sophomore. Big, strong guy.
Absolutely. A whole bunch of big Elks along that defensive line, not just the men and the linebackers. As Smith hands off to Urema again. Laundry gets thrown in there.
Wow.
Referee calls for holding, and that's going to back him up 10. Braves. Holding is a drive killer.
Big time.
However, did they decline that?
I think well, let's see what happens here. I would be kind of surprised if they did, but yeah, I think they did.
Yeah.
I mean, they stopped them for no gain, you know, but.
Yeah, they declined the holding call. And Tawas, I mean, you'd take at that point when it's, second and long, you expect to pass, maybe something to set up third. Smith looks to his left, almost intercepted. looking for Carson Selman again, but pass was batted down. Colin McCormick and Keegan Keel there in the area both looked like they could have had a play on the ball.
Yeah, it happened fast, but I mean, they had trips over there. It looked like the in-breaking route was open, and the out route that he threw was double covered.
Better punt here from the Braves. Caught on the run, though, at about midfield. Connor Carlisle trying to use his speed to get to the outside, unable to utilize it. And he's brought down at about the 50. We'll send it to commercial real quick. Christian Swidzicki, Liberty Provost, and Burr on camera. We'll be right back. This is next.
Hi, I'm Orion. But you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording.
We're going to get back to Orion in a second here. Quick pitch out to the left. Flutie able to get maybe about a gain of 5. We'll see, maybe 4 where the ref is walking.
Hi, I'm Orion. But you might know me.
Elks are certainly finding some room on the ground.
Elks have had a potent run game to start this game. Their last drive didn't really see that much life. However, their first 2 drives definitely had a lot going for it, as fakes the pitch. That's Trammell handing off to Cannon.
Looks like Tawas added a guy to their defensive line. I think they kind of have felt the run heaviness of our offense, trying to get some more beef up front.
And, I mean, in terms of strategy, there's nothing wrong with that, especially when you're seeing how little they're throwing, the Elks. You know, but they do have a touchdown pass to their name.
Yep.
Can't say that they're not throwing none whatsoever, so.
Elks probably going to stick with the run game until they commit fully to stopping it, and then try to pop them over the air.
The athletic Trammell rolling to his left. Flag, though, gets it to Keegan Keel. However, refs are going to signal for holding, and it's going to back him up 10, pending what coaches do for Tawas.
Got to take it here in third and 4.
Yeah, especially when it's in your territory now. That's going to back up the Elks, and that the cliche drive killer makes it third and long now.
Yep. You get a chunk here, 6-7 yards, and you're in a manageable 4th down situation.
Trammell, back to throw, looking deep. He's got a man. Number 21, Jake Moore. Gets close. Maybe might have gotten that holding yardage back. We'll see where they spot it, making it 4th and short. Good effort there from the junior. Trammell, the sophomore. Bright future looking ahead for the Elks, if that's the quarterback for the next few years. And a timeout, Elk Rapids. That gives us a chance to get back with Orion Benigno. We'll be right back after this in Elk Rapids.
Hi, I'm Orion. But you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Now's Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown cherry capital airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Yes, sir.
We are back here in Elk Rapids. Christian Swinsicki, Liberty Provost, special guest here in the booth. Liberty, want to say thank you again for joining us here on the call. 4th and short for Trammell on the Elks. Oh,
Went on 2. That would have been a nice, easy first down, but one of our linemen lost a little discipline.
yeah, and as that backs him up, the play here, I mean,
As a coach, that one hurts because you called a timeout, and you know darn well in the timeout, you're like, let's run this on 2, on 2, on 2. And then when that doesn't make it out to the field, it's frustrating.
all that preparation, and it doesn't even make it to the tape. Here's Connor Carlisle. Boots it deep.
Got 2 returners back this time, and
That's going to be
they elected not to play it.
down at the 18. We'll keep it right here. Brothers Tree Service has been providing exceptional service in northern Michigan since 2005. And this year they're celebrating 20 years of tree and plant care. So the next time you are in need of a tree, see what Brothers Tree Service can do for you online at brotherstreeservice.net.
To me right now, Tawas just looks a little, I don't know, like maybe a long bus ride kind of dragged him down. They just don't seem to have.
A little lethargic.
Great word.
Smith over the middle, intercepted. That's Turner.
Brody Turner taking it to the 1.
Excellent play from Turner. Right place, right time. Able to read the quarterback's eyes and takes it down to make it 1st and goal for the Elks as they look to make it a 3-score lead. That looked as though it went right through the hands.
I mean, hate to be overly critical, but I wouldn't say Tawas' offense has much diversity going at this play. I mean, I feel like I've seen the same 3 or 4 plays all night from them.
However, as an analyst, you know, it's just what we have to do, right? And report what we see.
For sure. And you want to stick with your bread and butter if you can.
A little bit of early movement there.
I thought I saw something too, but apparently the refs didn't. So
The Eagles special here, but it works out in Elks' favor. Elks make it a 3-score lead on that touchdown run. But excellent play from Brody Turner to set up the touchdown.
Man, he is a instinctual player.
As get ready for what looks to be a 2-point conversion. Trammell flanked, well, not flanked, backed up by Turner.
In the pistol.
Looking for Flutie. A dart to the left and unable to wrangle it in was Flutie.
Like that motion. Brought him across like he was going to run the jet sweep motion and then just put on the brakes and went back out into the flat. That was almost a nice connection there. Well-designed play.
And, you know, we can expand on that on the other side of this, but yeah, that's a well-executed play. This is Elk Rapids up 20-0 here on the Braves. Christian Swinsicki, Liberty Provost. We'll be right back.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
And we're back, and Liberty, to your credit there, you said that you liked that motion. During the break, we briefly talked that looked as though that they have been setting that up all evening so far. as we have a moment with our camera feed. There's one problem, 1 second. We look to fix this.
Got to kick off deep. Tawas going to return this one up to about the 32-yard line while we get our technical difficulties straightened out.
Yeah, we camera flicker, and we apologize for those at home.
I got to say, Christian, the Elk Rapids marching band is sounding hot tonight.
Yes, they are. They have, for those of you at home, we hope that you've been able to get a little bit of hearing from them, because they have been, like everybody says, just jamming away. A lot of energy here in the crowd for military and first responders night.
Yep.
As here at the halftime, they'll have about 15 minutes with the performance with the marching band again, as Smith rolls out to his right and is brought down at about maybe a 1 yard gain. And the Braves kind of looking stagnant here on offense.
Yeah, man, the Braves need a cup of coffee at halftime. These guys gotta wake up if they don't want to get run off Glowicki Field.
As change of personnel comes in, and the Elks look as though they are in mid-season form.
Yeah.
Second and long here, with 4.5 to go in the second. High snap to Smith, and that RPO goes to Selman again, and we've been seeing that. That's what got the Brody Turner interception, and they keep going to it and unable to connect that time.
Drew Darren stepped in front, knocked it down. Scrappy safety for the Elks.
And you've had probably the privilege of seeing a good portion of these young men.
Yeah, so this year's sophomores were 8th graders when I started coaching the 7th and 8th grade team. So Ollie, Trammell, and Brody, all those guys, absolutely.
Smith rolls to his right, has a flood, looking deep, has a man, overthrown. 2 Elks in coverage. Connor Carlisle and Keegan Keel in coverage.
Yep.
Unable to connect with the man, and that's going to make it 4th and long there. You like to see a deep shot from Tawas, however, unable to connect.
Yep, I was going to say that. I mean, I know the play didn't work, but I like the fact that they tried to stretch the field, do something a little bit different, and maybe try to get a spark play. They need something to get going.
Yeah, you go to those plays to see if you can connect with something. As timeout taken by the Braves. We will cut it short, and we'll save that thought for when we come back. Christian Swinsicki, Liberty Provost, Next Level Broadcast, and we'll be right back.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Back in Elk Rapids.
All right, Tawas took a timeout, 4th and 9. Let's see what they got cooking up here.
As look to see maybe a spark of timeout to punt the ball here.
Yeah, are they going to reach into their bag of tricks? Nope.
Good execution of the punt, unlike their first time earlier when it went about 4 yards.
Now, there was no reason for that guy to stop the ball there. They could have probably got another 5 or 6 yards on the roll. I mean, that's just football IQ. You got to let that thing bounce a little bit.
That was Preston Muckenthaler who had done that. I thought the same thing. That ball is rolling in a positive direction for Tawas.
You let it roll.
Yeah, and you save those yards. That's something that you might see in film. I don't know when when you guys do film, we used to do film back on Mondays. They gave us the weekend at least after our games on Friday.
Yep. Well, for middle school, we play on Tuesday and we do our film on Wednesday.
So that would be something you'd see on Wednesday.
Yep.
Trammell, hands off to Flutie. Flutie's got a good lane and a couple of cuts. He's getting drug all over the place, but he's got enough for the first down.
Looked like he was going to take off and explode to the end zone, but somebody had a handful of jersey and said, not yet.
Flutie has some life in those legs, and he's a shifty gadget player. I shouldn't call him a back, but a shifty wide receiver, can take those handoffs and just get him the ball.
Yeah, like he doesn't look like a huge dude, but when you get up close to him, man, he's built. He's a tough kid.
And he's tough to take down. Some strong legs there, able to keep the balance and not go down on first initial contact.
Here's
Keegan
the jet
Keel.
sweep.
He's made a living off these jet sweeps so far. Brought down by a host of Braves. Makes it 3rd and long, I believe. No, 2nd and long.
Elks got a nice lead here. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of played it safe, you know, and don't necessarily need one more right here. Would certainly love another first down. Maybe end the half with the ball would be lovely for them.
3 minutes to go here in the first half. Elks off to a solid start in this drive. Pistol formation for Trammell. Looking to throw. He's got legs, though.
Nice play. Didn't like it. Pulled it down, picked a whole middle, and went.
Yeah, he gets enough for the first down and shows off the athleticism. You know, for some schools and some teams, depending on the year, usually your quarterback is your most athletic player. You know, you just dub him the athlete and you give him the ball.
100%.
And Trammell, however, he can throw.
Sure. I mean, I don't think I would be saying anything controversial by saying Ollie's more of a pocket passer, traditional drop back, great command of the offense, and just, plays multiple other sports, hockey, lacrosse. He has a wide range of sports IQ.
Flutie in motion. Flag on the play, and going to call it on the Elks. Well, I couldn't quite hear what that was.
The PA announcer said delay of game, but I believe the ref gave the signal for an illegal substitution.
As I said, that didn't look like a delay of game signal there. However, 1st and 15.
Fake the jet, then throw it out to your fake man.
It's Keegan Keel. He was on the play action. They've been setting this up all night. Good enough for about a gain of 8. And, this is a methodical breakdown of today's game. We've seen a lot of these plays that are being used in play action passes. They were being used as runs earlier. They set it up with the jet sweep, and that's gotten Keel a good couple of 10-yard, 15-yard plays. And look at that here on 1st and 15, you get an 8-yard chunk play, and your offense is now you're going to have the defense guessing.
Absolutely.
Ollie back to throw to the outside. That's Connor Carlisle. Good enough for a first down.
I think they spotted him just a bit short. 53 seconds left. The Elks popped their second timeout.
Yeah, and that timeout, we will keep it right here momentarily and tell you about my favorite restaurant here in Elk Rapids. Come into Pearls and experience a taste of Louisiana right in the heart of northern Michigan. Located in Elk Rapids is Pearls Louisiana Kitchen, where an infusion of flavor awaits you. That's Pearls Louisiana Kitchen, a proud sponsor of Elk Rapids football on Next Level Broadcasting. Pearls is also a proud sponsor of the player of the game this year, providing a $10 off gift card during their next meal at Pearls. I know we've only had the first half, but I think I have a good pick for player of the game so far. Brody Turner, I think, is a solid choice. He's got the interception that set up a 1st and goal, and he's also got a touchdown reception.
Yep. A couple big-time tackles, too.
Stellar work from Turner this evening as the Elks look to punch it in before the half. 3rd and short. Trammell gets it out to Keel.
Same play the other way. Oh, boy, come on.
And they're going to.
This one's coming back.
Yep, they're going to call probably a blindside block or crackback block. Is that what they call it in the high school level?
We got called for a blindside block on Tuesday night. So, yeah, I mean, you can hit them from the front and still blindside them if the ref feels that they have no concept of you coming for them. It's basically a defenseless player you're trying to protect. That certainly wasn't from the back. I mean,
No,
that was shoulder, but if he didn't see him coming, I guess.
There's probably grounds for a call there. But however, nonetheless, maybe not the most dangerous call, but if you look at it by the letter of the law, they're going to call it, when a spade looks like it.
I mean, like you said earlier, safety first, man. We can't have kids get blown up with their heads turned.
3rd and long. Trammell throws to Keel, and it's going to be incomplete. It's going to set up 4th and long, and that, by the way, that flag wiped off a would-be touchdown because that was Keegan Keel. I mean, he had enough, but once we saw the block, that was kind of over. And as Tawas looks to contain this offense here with just under 40 seconds to go in the half. First half. The Elks have had a stellar showing on offense, though, nonetheless.
No question. I mean, if Tawas looks a little down in the dumps, just as the Elks look sharp.
Yeah. Get ready for 4th and long here. You can take a shot. You can do whatever you want. Trammell, big block. Trammell still on his feet, churning. Has enough for the first down, but there's a flag. Excellent play from Trammell, though. Heads up, there was a man that flashed in front of him right as he went to throw. And it's going to be on the defense.
Yep, face mask somewhere.
Wow.
That'll be added to the end of the run. Now with 30 seconds left, the Elks are in a business.
A big break there. And Trammell able to show off the athletic ability. And I know you said he was a pocket passer, but he kept his eyes downfield, and when he didn't see nothing, he pulled it down and was able to safely scramble for a first down nonetheless.
Don't tell Ollie I said he was a pocket passer. He'll get mad.
Trammell back to throw, or back to throw now.
Oh, good throw.
That's the number 21, Jake Moore.
Elks going to have to burn their last time out here.
20 seconds to go here in the half. And Elks use up their last timeout. We'll keep it right here. During the course of each and every day, we all face an abundance of risks, some that we don't even consider and some we do. For protection against the foreseeable and unforeseeable risks is where Bingham Insurance Company comes in, capable of providing coverage for your home, auto, life, and even pet insurance. They do it all. That's Bingham Insurance Services, a trusted and proud auto owners insurance affiliate. Elks look to punch it in and make it a 4-score game as the marching band gets ready here on Military and First Responders Appreciation Night. The band will be going down on the field for the half and giving the crowd 12 minutes of excellent excellent music as they've been jamming for the majority of this first half.
Yeah, I know the band went up to Thurlby Field on Monday and kind of was in a showcase with probably 12 or to 15 other schools. They all had about 20 minutes to play on Thurlby Field, and
very nice field in Thurlby, and you know, that's congratulations to them, and hopefully, you know, more good performances are in their future, including tonight. Trammell, second and short, 20 seconds to go in the half. Quick throw.
That's in there, baby.
Touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Connor Carlisle.
I mean, it's a simple play, quick three-step slant, but hard to defend, especially when you got a good, accurate passer.
Yeah, and Trammell, that was a quick strike, too. You know, they only took it. We said there was 21 seconds. There's 16 seconds. That was a 5-second play.
Yep. Nice, easy read for the quarterback. You know, you got your guy. If you don't like it, tuck it and make something happen.
And that's something, too, when you have a guy like Carlisle on the outside who has a little bit of size, too. If they had pressed, you know, he would have been, you could get a jump ball down there with something of his size, and maybe you draw a flag and
for sure
get closer. However, able to use the slant. Here's the out route this time. That was also to Carlisle, but that's going to fall incomplete. And Elks have a commanding lead here at the half, or ahead of the half, 26-0, with just 16 seconds. Christian Swinsicki, Liberty Provost here as we are going to keep it here for this quick kickoff because they're going to kick this off, and we'll probably see maybe a quick kneel down, quick play, maybe a quick handoff. And
yeah, I mean, I don't know. If I was Tawas, I'd probably be trying to set up some type of reverse or special return that you think we might be able to pop. I mean, if you're looking for a splash play, kickoff is a good place to make one. You got a lot of space and some time. A couple different options on the kickoff we've been talking to our guys about. Obviously, you have the onsides, which is a play. You have the squib that they did earlier, the hard, bouncing low ball. Could possibly look at a pooch here, kind of a little short, fluttery fly ball. Those are hard to run back. Going with the hard squib.
Yep, going to be fielded at about the 28-yard line.
Great coverage.
Yeah, that's picked up by number 7 for the Braves, Truman Bush.
Hudson Saylor picking up an unnecessary flag. He was down. You can't jump on a guy when he's down.
No, and that's going to give him a free 15, I believe, right?
That was a dead ball personal foul.
Yeah.
Had 15 yards.
And 15 yards doesn't seem like a lot until you see the chunk taken and you're like, oh my, that's a first down and a half, literally, as they move that ball 15 yards. And with 10 seconds to go, 11 seconds to go, the Braves have 2 timeouts. You maybe get a big quick hitter, and then you have enough for a deep or a shot into the end zone.
Yeah, you could run some type of hook and ladder here. You could run a bunch bomb and maybe conceivably get a pass interference downfield.
Get ready. It's a snap up the middle, and it's going to be just a handoff, and we will see that as the end. As the Braves concede the half, we get ready for second half action. Christian Swinsicki, Liberty Provost, I appreciate you joining us this evening.
Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Of course, and with the second half action, this is next level broadcasting. Braves down 0-26 against the Elks. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws,
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
and of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, auto owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Today's game is brought to you by Brothers Tree Service, Bingham Insurance Services, Professional Seamless Gutters, Mid-Lake Builders, Pearl's New Orleans Kitchen, Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. We hope you have enjoyed today's game.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws,
Oh, Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, auto owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
And we are back here in Elk Rapids. It is the halftime here from Elk Rapids as the Elks are up 26-0 at the half. What an outstanding performance from the offense as they've been just performing at an excellent pace here on the ground and using everything they can in their arsenal to kind of get up to this big lead here. Timely passing, timely execution, timely running. We want to thank Liberty Provost, Elk Rapids football, the Elks' middle school coach. We want to thank him for joining us here for the first half as Elk Rapids halftime show is underway. 6 minutes left here in their performance, but we want to highlight some plays here. We want to give our first half analysis from the Elks. Brody Turner, number 34, he's been pivotal on a handful of plays as he had an interception that was an RPO intended for number 20 from Aiden Smith to Carson Selman. Brody Turner had that excellent interception. It looked as though it went right through the hands of Selman, and Turner was able to capitalize and snag the interception, and it was good enough for a 1st and goal, as that really opened up the lead for the Elks. On the other side, Ollie Trammell has been money with the ball in his hands, not really putting the ball in harm's way, finding ways to escape the pockets and be a magician. He's had a couple of good offensive sequences here. The Elks have had a lot of time to throw, but, Brody Turner doing it on offense and on defense. Coming up from the defensive side, big tackles, big interception, and then he also had the touchdown reception on what was a play-action call, a play-action pass that nonetheless kind of helped them out and opened up this lead. That was the second touchdown. That's what made it 14-0. The Braves have struggled to move the ball all night on offense as they have a big old goose egg here in Elk Rapids. Ollie Trammell, a couple of touchdown throws, and Mason Cannon has a couple of big plays. But however, Braden Flutie, he's been very potent, very strong part of this offense here. As Liberty and I were talking about earlier, his ability to cut and jive has proved to be a big part of this offense. But Keegan Keel also making a couple of big plays here on offense as well. There was a 3rd and long where Keegan Keel had a jet sweep and he made it 4th and short, and that's what led to a Mason Cannon touchdown run. As the Elks get set for second half action. This is Next Level Broadcasting. Christian Swinsicki and Burr. We want to thank Liberty Provost for joining us for the first half. This is Next Level Broadcasting live from Elk Rapids. The Elks up 26-0. This has been your Next Level Broadcasting halftime show. We'll be right back after this.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, auto owners makes it easy.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown cherry capital airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in.
Today's game is brought to you by Brothers Tree Service, Bingham Insurance Services, Professional Seamless Gutters, Mid-Lake Builders, Pearl's New Orleans Kitchen, Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. We hope you have enjoyed today's game.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws,
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
and of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, auto owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Today's game is brought to you by Brothers Tree Service, Bingham Insurance Services, Professional Seamless Gutters, Mid-Lake Builders, Pearl's New Orleans Kitchen, Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. We hope you have enjoyed today's game.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown cherry capital airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
And we are back live from Elk Rapids. Christian Swinsicki here in Elk Rapids with Burr. And we want to thank again Liberty Provost for first half analysis. As you can see there on the body of your screen, the Elk Rapids Elks up 26-0 at the half as we get ready for start of the second half here in the third. 26-0 through 3, and it's been a stellar game from the Elks offense as we are less than 1 minute away from second half kickoff. The Braves of Tawas are going to receive as they look to put some points on the board and extinguish that goose egg. As the Elks have had a lot to be excited for after this first half of play. We want to give a few shout outs to our sponsors here on Military and First Responders Night in Elk Rapids. We want to thank Bingham Insurance, Pro Seamless Gutters, Traverse City, Cherry Capital Airport, Brothers Tree Service, Pearl's New Orleans Kitchen, Bingham Insurance Company, Mid-Lake Builders, and Sky Media 45. As we get ready for second half action here. No running clock, as it is still a 26-0 game. As the halftime gave us a performance of the Elk Rapids High School Marching Band, a very nice and poignant performance. That was for the military and first responders. The Elks donning their game day dark jerseys, the All Blacks. As number 21 gets to kick Jake Moore gets ready to kick this off, and he boots it deep. That's Bell, back to return. Bell gets up to about the 23, maybe the 22-yard line, but some laundry comes out. Gonna see what the call is, as Maddox Cook was in on the tackle. Still waiting the call here. The refs are meeting in the middle. We want to give a shout out to Grandma Mary, as she's watching from home. And Mary, I apologize if this is the wrong pronunciation, Mary Picard. We thank you for those at home watching as they back up the Braves. Backs them up about 5 yards. Here in the third, Elks up 26-0. Thank you for those at home watching. And another flag pre-snap. We're going to see what this is. False start. Going to pack them up another 5. And the Braves off to a tough start here to start the second half. Next Level Broadcasting thanks everyone at home for joining us as we take a look at elsewhere. St. Francis is losing to Notre Dame Prep in Pontiac, 38-49. That's Charles Strail on the call with 15 seconds to go in the third. However, here in Elk Rapids, the Elks stand up on defense again. It's going to make it second and long. That was Owen Warner on the carry for Tawas, unable to find a first down. That was Titus Sperry on the tackle, the sophomore. A couple of young players here in Elk Rapids that are proving their value here on this team and maybe going forward. They might have a good solid future here over the next couple of years. Over down in Harbor Springs, East Jordan's up 22-8 as Smith looks to his left. Harbor Springs going against East Jordan Red Devils. They've got Jared on the call over there, and East Jordan. And A couple of downed players here in Elk Rapids as we will go right to commercial. This is next level broadcasting.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws,
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
and of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, auto owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
As we're back here in Elk Rapids, a couple of Braves went down there in the play. That was Quentin Tipton was one of them, one of the offensive linemen, and I believe Gavin Caldwell was the other. He was helped off the field as the Braves come back out. And a couple of big hits on that offensive line. It might have been also or it might not have been Gavin Caldwell. It might have been Jeffrey Riallo, the freshman. We'll get clarification on his number later. Smith back to throw, throws a bomb, has a man, caught, got green grass in front of him. That's Truman Bush. Touchdown, Braves. What a throw from Smith to Bush for 6. A 90-yard touchdown. That's going to make it 26-6. Braves cut into this lead. They are not out of it. And just like that, they could score. Unbelievable throw from Smith to Bush. $90 yards. I mean, you can't draw it up any better than that. Tawas getting ready to look for a 2-point conversion, and it's going to be incomplete. That was Smith to number 32, but we are going to head to commercial break. 26-6, Elk Rapids up. We'll take a quick commercial break. This is Christian Swinsicki on the broadcast. We'll be right back.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Back here in Elk Rapids. And an excellent play from Smith to Bush. Aiden Smith to Truman Bush, 90-yard rainbow. Has the Elks now looking to respond, maybe take some time off this clock as Bell's kick is away, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to set up the Elks with good field position here for their first drive of the third. $10-10 to go here in the third quarter. Christian Swinsicki and Burr on the broadcast. And once again, want to thank Liberty Provost for joining us for first half action. Tigers are playing tonight in Seattle. Middle of the second, they are tied 0-0. Big game there for the Gritty Tigers in Motown. As winner of that game will go on to the ALCS. They will play the Blue Jays. Trammell was back to throw, but a false start is going to back him up 5 yards. Makes it 1st and 15 for the Elks. Just over 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. 26-6 ball game. Ollie Trammell has had a fantastic evening throwing the ball and running the ball. Mason Cannon, efficient runs. Braden Flutie, efficient runs. This time, Keegan Keel on the jet sweep. He's going to power through a couple of arm tackles and fall forward for a gain of about 6, maybe 7. We'll see where they spot it. .9:45 to go. And yeah, they are going to make it a 7-yard gain is what they called it. Makes it 2nd and 8. We apologize for the scoreboard. Something didn't go right on our editing floor. Flutie on the end around. Flutie's got a head of steam. He's got speed. He's got a first. Falls there on the Elk Rapids logo. Has a first down and keeps this clock moving when they get set. And for the Elks, this has been one of their more stellar showings of the season, as they've had a few rough ones to go with it, to go to boot. Flutie again to the outside. However, it's Cannon up the middle. He's got space. Cannon dives. No call. Going to be just short. What a fantastic run for Cannon. Deception got me as well. I thought Flutie had it. He's been money with it, but that time it was Cannon up the middle. As Elk Rapids, I mean, they've had a tough showing of games here. Their first win came in week 3 against Oscoda. I was on the call for that one, that game, and then the next game they played Sheboygan. After that, they had a victory in Mansalona. 1st and goal. Cannon up the middle. Touchdown. Elks. Mason Cannon. He makes it a 32-6 game here in Elk Rapids. A fantastic showing from the Elks. On offense, one of their better offensive performances, actually to date, their best offensive performance has been this game so far. 2-point conversion attempt here. Ollie looks to his right, almost intercepted. And a failed 2-point conversion attempt there here with 8:39 to go in the third. Christian Swinsicki, Burr on the camera. This is Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Hey,
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, the Northern Michigan Connection.
Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners
Not
pay
some
what
bum
they
intern
owe
from
without
center
any hassle.
recording.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well
So when you're
played.
contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home
Ask
or pole
Bingham
barn,
Insurance
think
Services in Charlevoix.
And we're back here in Elk Rapids. Apologize to Bingham Insurance. I can't quite hear the audio, but we've heard a lot from them this evening. But we thank them for helping us keep the lights on in the studios. Moore getting ready to boot this. Sends it high, and it's going to be caught at the 30. Caught at the 40 by number 30. Dominic Harrison knocks on the field as we get ready for Tawas to kick it or to boot this away. But football is a game predicated on facing adversity. In order to accomplish it, one goal in many ways, so is constructing your perfect dream home, and Mid-Lake Builders is here to help you and your family accomplish just that. Whether you are starting a new build or renovating a current one, Mid-Lake Builders has the experience, expertise, and most importantly, the staffing to get your project done on time. That's Mid-Lake Builders, proud to be the official sponsor of the Hardest Working Player of the Game award this season. Smith back to throw, looks deep, has a man, incomplete. Keegan Keel in the coverage. He was looking, intended receiver was Andy Oliver. Unable to connect. That was Smith to Oliver, the connection, as the Elks are continuing to march forward. About midway through the fourth, I will attempt, if I hopefully remember to keep track, to assign the hardest working player of the game. Smith and shotgun. Selman in motion. Selman. That was number 33 in the carry, Owen Warner, but flags come out. Holding is going to back up the offense. And as the Elks get ready to continue their defensive prowess, a stellar showing. Clock's going to start to wind here, and we get ready for second and long. A little bit windy out there. Someone in motion again. This is going to be number 33 on the carry. Once again, Owen Warner. Not going to get much there. Makes it third and long. Actually going to lose maybe a yard. Want to give a shout out to everyone that's at home listening to this, and what has been Elk Rapids' best offensive performance to date this season, as Tawas looking to just get some reps for players that need it, as Smith keeps those legs going, not going down, fighting. Fights for a gain of about 7, maybe 8 yards. Makes it fourth and long here in the third. Just under 7 to go. Fourth and, I would say, 14 for the Braves. The band keeping that tune alive. Connor Carlisle going back deep. Punt is away. Over the head of Carlisle, but he touched it. He's the live ball. He's able to get it. Cuts back upfield. Carlisle uses that speed. Gets to the outside. Stays on his feet. Carlisle at the 40. Flag comes out, and a host of players gang up on Carlisle. An electric return. See what the refs call. It's going to be on the receiving team. Going to negate what was a good return for Connor Carlisle. And 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line here. Not bad starting position as the Elks look to chip away and continue with this dominating game so far. Going to be a keeper. And he's got room. That's Cannon up the middle. Cannon's gone. Cannon, it wasn't a keeper. It was a handoff. Cannon at the 16-yard line. Unable to take it the distance as Cannon's down. And he's waving over someone. And Cannon is limping after an electric run. As we work to get you an angle here, as Elk Rapids has got another stellar gain on offense. Fumble on the handoff. And some Tawas players are signaling they have it. We'll see what the call is. And they called it an incomplete pass. It was a forward throw, yeah, by Trammell. Trammell able to move that ball forward is what it is. It's not a backwards handoff, backwards lateral. It's a forward motion, forward throw, so it does count as an incomplete pass. That is why it's not a fumble. Flutie in motion. Flutie's going to get on the right. He's got speed to cut back. He's very tough to tackle. Flutie to the corner, dives. Touchdown, Elks. (38-6) here in Elk Rapids. An outstanding run from Flutie. Had the handoff to the right, cut back across, and he's so shifty, so agile. And was able to get a touchdown after a big run from Cannon. Cannon on the sidelines. That was Turner unable to convert the 2-point conversion, and we will keep it 38-6. This is Next Level Broadcasting. We will be right back from Elk Rapids. Don't go anywhere.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Back here in Elk Rapids, Jake Moore getting ready to send this one deep as the Elks are celebrating a very big lead right now, 38-6 over the Tawas area Braves. What has been a stellar showing from offense as Mason Cannon has found his way to the bench for medical personnel to look at his leg. Looks as though they're checking his left leg. Braden Flutie on a couple of touchdowns. And a kick from Moore is going to send it to about the 29-yard line. And for Tawas, they have to get in that quickly because Colin McCormick was gunning for him, and if that ball traveled over 10 yards and McCormick recovers that ball, that's possession Elks, but Braves nonetheless able to get it, and they're at the 31-yard line as they have a lot of work to do to crawl out of this hole that they have found themselves in. That's going to be number 5 on the carry up the middle. Andy Oliver able to squirt forward for about 4 to 5 yards. Makes it second and we'll call it 4, maybe 5. Elks defense already has an interception, a couple of 4th down turnovers. They were pitching a shutout until the 3rd, until a 90-yard bomb. That's Cormick. Or Forbush, sorry. That's James Forbush, and able to get forward for maybe a yard. Makes it 3rd and medium. Get ready for a crucial play here from the Braves as they look to maybe crawl back into this in some way. They're going to need a lot of magic to go their way for that to happen. Smith rolls to his right, gets hit and dragged down. Jake Moore on the big hit. But Colin McCormick was in on that as well. Makes it 4th and medium now, 4th and longer. As we want to thank those at home, we want to thank Liberty Provost for our first half commentary. As he has since been home. Tawas going to take a timeout here. And we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Back in Elk Rapids as the Elks look to have a 4th down stand. And take the ball back in their own territory here. as third quarter action underway with 3 minutes left to go in the third. Smith back to throw, looking, rolling to his left, throwing over the top of his receiver, but there's a flag down. We'll see what it is. It's going to be holding on the offense, likely to be declined. And that's going to make it turnover on downs. Elk's going to take over, and they look to really open up this game and make it possibly a many possession lead here. And the Elks look to take to the field again, and under center is Ollie Trammell. At some point, I imagine we might see a little bit more depth come in, as with such a big lead, you tend to see these things at the high school level. Hand off to the left. That's to Colin McCormick. Laid the shoulder down and able to ring a bell. Number 7 on the tackle, Truman Bush. He had the 90-yard touchdown reception earlier. He was shaken up after that play, but he's up and nonetheless, and he's back in his corner position. Hand off to the right. McCormick again. Shifts upfield, lowers the shoulder again, and is brought down after getting close to the first down. We'll see where the refs spot it. Elk Rapids, a dominant offensive showing, makes it 3rd and short. Handoff up the middle. Flutie, very quick handoff, able to get close to the first down. Flutie coming up from that H-back position, the fullback almost. And they do give him a first down as Elks look to continue to chew this clock. 1.5 minutes left to go in the third, as time is trickling down here on the Braves to come up with some magic and pull a comeback. McCormick, he gets the handoff from the right, shuffles his feet and gets a gain of about 5, maybe 6 yards. Some hard blocking downfield between Flutie and Selman. Flutie just blocked Selman so well, he blocked him into the 10-yard line. No sign of Mason Cannon and on the offense, as he's on the sideline. He left the game earlier with a left leg injury. McCormick again gets the handoff to the right, juking and jiving down to the 7, maybe powering his way, good enough for a fresh set of downs. Elks in striking position to put another touchdown on the board, as there's 18 seconds left. I'm sure we will see the end of the third by the time we see another play call. And that is going to do it here in the third. We get ready for the fourth. This is Next Level Broadcasting live from Elk Rapids. The Elks up 38-6. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action after this. This is Next Level Broadcasting on nextlevel.net.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws,
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
and of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
And we are back here in Elk Rapids as the Elks get ready for fourth quarter action as we get ready to set this stage. 38-6 for the Elks. Christian Swinsicki Burr here. We want to thank Liberty Provost for our first half color analysis as a touchdown is in. Colin McCormick on the touchdown, makes it 44-6. Elks, they can't be stopped, and boy oh boy, this is just getting tougher for the Braves. First play of the fourth quarter, and now you're down nearly 40. Braves have a long drive home ahead as the two-point conversion attempt is up. And here, Trammell hands it right off up the middle. That's to Flutie. He has the two-point conversion, making this a 40-point game. Tawas unable to stop them, and boy oh boy, with 11:54 here. Well, they actually didn't get the two-point conversion. They waved it no good. I was believing they did. However, no sky. I mean, it looked as though he was running in. Sorry, folks. There's a lot to keep track of here. No two-point conversion. 44-6. I apologize for those at home. However, nonetheless, I'm not sure if that 2 points is going to make much of a difference here, as the Elks have been dominating since the opening whistle. And they get ready for the fourth quarter kickoff. Mason Cannon had a stellar outing. He's had a touchdown run. Also, he's had an early one as he leaves injured. As we have a new kicker for the Elks. Number 77 for the Elks. Looks as though there's a bit of confusion here. I don't have a number for number 77. Looking for some clarification here. Kick is away. Booted high, booted deep, and fielded at about the 22-yard line. Selman to the outside, lowering the shoulder, and gets out to about the 35-yard line. And the Braves, they did give him the two-point conversion. No, I wasn't tripping. It got me people all messed up in here. It's 46-6. I knew I saw them run in, and it took a minute, and I was like, I thought I saw the two-point conversion good. I heard the two-point conversion good. And then the PA, the press guy over there, they were a minute and a half slow. Blame it on the scoreboard guy. I apologize. Sorry. I knew I wasn't wrong. 46-6. And me second guessing myself up here in the booth. That's what happens when you do these things alone. Elk Rapids, 46-6, and it's 11 and a half to go in the fourth. Smith, handoff up the middle. Going to get a minimum gain, maybe a 1 yard gain. Tawas looking to find some life here. However, it might be too late. Nonetheless, these reps are still all important. All these reps are important. But the big thing that Liberty and I were talking about earlier is maintaining health. Health is one of the most important things of them all. Smith, handoff up the middle. Oliver's got a hole. Oliver's got a first down. Oliver's gain of 10 yards. First down for the Braves. As they look to maybe cut into this lead just a smidge, not too much. Trying to keep it honest here in Elk Rapids. Jet sweep, that's Oliver again. Outside, gets hit hard as he slides. But he didn't slide down, I don't think, on purpose. I think the grass is just a little wet out there. And he was unable to really get anything out of it. Second down and 13 for the Braves. Elks looking to get out of here healthy, looking to stay healthy. And it's going to be I believe, I'm not sure what's going on here. There's a medical trainer going across the field there, I believe, maybe to look at a player on the other side. Play still going. Smith hands off up the middle. Number 12. Nate Shaver able to find no gain there on the carry. The Braves looking to maybe find some of that 90-yard magic here on 3rd and 13. The band has been stellar here in Elk Rapids this evening. Smith looking, shoots a man behind the line, throws it deep. He's got Selman, who catches it. Big play there from Smith to Selman. Good enough for a first down, and it's in Elk Rapids territory at the 35-yard line. Not really the 90-yard magic that he had earlier to Bush, as the Elks defense is getting tested in the secondary. Selman in motion. He just had the big catch. Smith looking to build on that play just now. Hands it off up the middle. That's to number, let me see if I can pull a name out of that pile. 33, Owen Warner again. Elk Rapids defensive line has been stellar in limiting these run plays this evening. Hand off to Warner again. Going to get a minimal gain. Host of Elks, as the PA announcer says on the tackle. And a beautiful night here in Elk Rapids. We thank you again for joining us. As earlier, Mason Cannon suffered an injury. He had a touchdown today, but you know, if we're gonna sit here and we're gonna name some players, you know, because I'm still not done here. We'll get back to some reads here in a little bit. But if I'm to, you know, name the hardest working player of the game right now, I think I do have to name someone here in the fourth as we have this handoff to the left. That's to Warner again. Lowers the shoulder. Oh! And drops an Elk, however. Injury timeout. Oh, my. A big hit, but that's going to put us in a timeout just for a moment. And we will be right back. We're going to let this injury play out. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Hey,
Hi, it's
Dad.
Kevin Klein
Brought you
from
some
TVC
popcorn.
Airport.
You should
We're proud to
relax.
help keep you
You
connected
worked
to
so
high school
hard
sports
for
in
us.
Northern Michigan.
What happened?
So you can stay in the game
It's
all season
a
long with
little
TVC,
fender
your Northern
bender,
Michigan
but
connection.
Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
And we are back. Apologies for the black screen there. Injured Elk was Wyatt Schaub, the sophomore. Wyatt Schaub was there for the tackle, and he looks like he's maybe injured possibly his left shoulder. Andy Warner on the handoff. We hope that Schaub is okay. Braves have a first down. And they are tending to Schaub here on the sidelines. The Elks suffering a couple of injuries today. Mason Cannon on the list. He is walking around on the sideline, just a little gingerly, but he is walking around nonetheless. Big hit there from Warner to Schaub. We'll give you updates from the bird's eye view here in a little bit as Oliver has a handoff up the middle. Schaub's jersey is coming off along the sideline here. Now the pads have come off for Schaub too, so his day may be over for the sophomore. As the Braves, with 3 minutes to go here in this ball game, look to shore this score up a little bit. Schaub is actually holding his right shoulder. I apologize. He's holding his right shoulder up, not the left, his right, as Smith pitches it. Oliver's got a juke. Oliver cuts up field, maybe good enough for the first down. And as an update for injuries, Mason Cannon on the sidelines walking around. And Wyatt Shaw, pads off, jersey off, walking to the locker room, holding a right shoulder. Braves 1st and 10 from the 13. They have enough yards between first down and end zone for another first down. Just over 2 minutes left to go in this ball game. Hand off to the left. Gonna get not a whole lot there. As the Braves, $1:50 left in this game, look to punch it in for one more score. As clock continues to tick, maybe we will see some end zone action here. Elk Rapids giving up the end zone. Smith looking at the end zone. Elk Rapids dodges a bullet, flag down. Selman, intended receiver, we'll see what it is. Looks as though it's going to be pass interference is the call. And that's going to push the Braves up, and I believe give them a fresh set of downs with just over a minute left in this ball game. Second and 5 here. Maybe it was half the distance to the goal. I thought that was going to be a first down. Smith looks to the right. He's got Selman. Selman, nowhere to go. Selman jakes a man and tackled for a loss. Braves hurry up. Offense, 30 seconds left, looking to punch this in. 3rd and 7. Looking for some last-minute magic. Smith drops back. Brought down. And they're going to let the clock run out, and that's going to do it in Elk Rapids. The Elks walk away with the victory. They are going to have 3 wins on the season as they go to 3 and 4. A fantastic showing from the Elks today as they dominate the Braves 46-6. An outstanding showing here as we get ready to wrap things up here in Elk Rapids. an outstanding showing from the Elks. Next week they play Benzie Central at 7 p.m. That will be right here on Next Level Broadcasting, and that game will be right here next week. Christian Swinsicki, Burr on the call. Well, Burr on the camera. We want to thank Liberty Provost for his first half analysis. This is Next Level Broadcasting on Elk Rapids Athletics on YouTube and nextlevelbroadcasting.net. We want to thank you. Have a good night.